This is Irene of Aging Younger. This is episode 6 of Opening Inwards. It's entitled, How to Stop Worrying. Watch the video and see if you classify as a worrywart or not. Enjoy! Hey, you know what? I used to be a worrywart and I scared the cat at that. When I was a teenager, I shared a room with my sisters, and during the times when there were unusual noises outside, I'd bury myself under my blanket and cover my ears with my hands while my sister bravely checked the cause of the disturbance. I used to worry about both trivial and critical things in the same intensity. I'd worry about taking tests, failing them, and ending up repeating a grade level or probably not being able to graduate. I'd worry about ending up jobless and destitute. I'd worry about not being able to find a spouse. But when I did get one, I worried about the possibility that I couldn't bear children. I'd worry that I'd end up all alone and in my lonesome self. I had convulsions when I was a child, and I had growth in my pituitary gland, which formed in my 20s. So I thought, I must have been born a lemon, and worried that I would never reach the ripe age of 30. Needless to say, all of the above worries, without exception, turned out to be for naught. How many years did I waste worrying? How much emotional havoc and mental health challenges did I have to endure because of these pathetic and useless worries? I am so thankful that I have finally outgrown my worrisome nature, because can you imagine how I would be like at this time when there is real cause for concern and alarm? I'd probably be a nervous wreck by now. Here are some legitimate causes to worry about at this time. You're like me, a senior citizen, and therefore more susceptible to catch the virus. Maybe you are immunocompromised, and chances that you will get complications should you catch it is high. Your children are in different parts of the country or the world, and you worry about them catching the virus because of their job exposures. Your parents are living somewhere else, and you worry that they will catch it, and you won't have a chance to visit them and take care of them. These are truly valid reasons to worry about, but you certainly can't live your life in a perennial state of worry and anxiety. Now, here's the story of how the wise Emperor Marcus Aurelius applied the Stoic philosophy during the Antonine Plague that hit Rome from 165 to 180 AD. It was known to claim more than 5 million lives during those 15 long years. When everybody else fled Rome, he chose to stay behind, to provide guidance to those who stayed, to take care of the burials, and try and curb the spread of the plague. He was resigned to the fact that he will eventually get infected, and thus mentally prepared himself. He was a strong ruler, but he also had compassion. He showed up at the wakes and wept when the piles of dead bodies were buried. He accepted that these events were outside his control, and it was how he chose to react to them that mattered most. He believed that it is not the events that upset us, but rather our opinions about them. Further, he wrote that fear does us more harm than the things of which we're afraid. When the people were starting to let go of their moral virtues, thinking that they'll die anyway, he believed that disaster can attack our physical being, but it should strengthen rather than corrupt our humanity. Okay, granted that Marcus Aurelius was a wise emperor versus ordinary mortals like you and I living in this 21st century. However, their pandemic happened 1,855 years ago. One would think that humanity has evolved in its thinking and attitude towards the same kind of scenario. If we don't learn from history, then it would just keep repeating itself. All of us are guilty of worrying in some form or another. It can be a healthy worry if it prompts us into positive action. Once action is taken, it shouldn't persist and immobilize us or put us in a state of panic. Okay, if you are doing this, then congratulations! You're not Mr. or Miss Catastrophic Doomsday. Here we go. Number 1, you take care of your body that was graciously lent to you on a temporary basis. Since it's God's temple, you feed your mind and your body only with proper nourishment. You exercise it and give it lots of rest and enough sunshine. The idea is to make it strong enough to fight the battle should it attack your physicality and mental health. Number 2, you connect with relatives, friends, and other people who are likewise alone on a regular basis. You want to ensure that their mental and physical health are in great shape and to try and cheer them up at every possible moment. Number 3, you serve others in whatever way you can. You donate to a cause. You take this opportunity to purge your belongings and give them to the needy. You render services. You cook nutritious food for your neighbor who probably lives alone with only her therapy dog for company. Number 4, you take on a new hobby or learning and commit to master it. Number 5, you join virtual groups that resonate with your values. Number 6, you take the risk and make yourself vulnerable. You allow yourself to feel the pain of others and to be fully compassionate. You allow love to enter your heart and you give it generously as well. To live fully is to experience the kaleidoscope of colorful emotions, each of them forming their own beautiful patterns in your life. Number 7, you always try and look at the bigger picture. You know that there's more to life than what you're currently experiencing. And most importantly, you take this opportunity to pray and meditate longer, expanding your spirituality while the world's physicality is under attack. Whatever you're worrying about is being felt by many others. You're not alone. You can help them. Since we all know that death is the greatest equalizer, we will all die, and no one who is experiencing this current pandemic will be alive in the far beyond future. So why worry? How are you going to live your life today? In fear or in love? If we survive this doing the morally and spiritually right things now, then wouldn't it be great if our future selves looked back at the year 2020 and will not regrettably lament that indeed hindsight is 2020. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did creating it. And as usual, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'd really appreciate it if you write your comments below because they inspire me. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.